Chapter 23, Repeat. Years ago, I read a survey asking the top 100 richest people in America what was the one thing they needed to become successful. Many threw out answers such as work ethic, integrity, willpower, and other qualities that were all important. The majority of them said it took focus to become successful. Think about the salesman that bangs out the phone calls to his prospects day after day to generate sales. Think about the Hall of Fame athletes that practice the fundamentals day in and day out year round and become the greatest. Think about the mother that sits with her child every night making sure the child's homework is complete. Now think about the salesman that is inconsistent with his phone calls. What is the outcome of the athlete that chooses to skip the fundamentals some days during practice? How successful is a mother that inconsistently holds the child accountable for doing his or her own homework? Repeating the process to win is a practice of willpower. The last step of the formula is by far the hardest step to follow on your fitness journey. This step separates you from either reaching or quitting your goals. This step determines whether your fitness journey will take 6 months or 6 years. In Webster's dictionary, the word repeat means to make, do, or perform again. Starting a fitness journey is the easy part, but finishing the journey is the best part. When starting your fitness journey, you are excited and motivated to make your changes. The gym membership is purchased. We tell everyone on Facebook or at work, and we go shopping and buy the food needed to make the nutritional changes. As we go along our journey, we are sidetracked by distractions or unsatisfactory results. When I meet with a new client to life coach or train them, I often ask them this question. If we made a bet for $1,000 for you to lose only 1 pound, would you take the bet? They pause for a second, thinking this is a trick question, and soon reply yes with a big, huge smile. The next question I ask is, then why can't you lose 1 pound 30 times or as many times as needed to reach your fitness goals? All of them make the same puzzled face and responded by saying, I don't know why I can't. The reason why it feels impossible is because keeping our focus to repeat the same activity every day or every week is really tough. It is tougher now than ever before because there are so many distractions that can take over our focus. We can easily become distracted by friends, kids, social media, stress, work, schedule changes, food, events, and spouses. As you know, the list goes on and on. It takes a strong desire and obsession to be able to repeat your process over and over again. The truth is that our journey is not an overnight one, and it would take steady focus and drive to reach the end of the tunnel. This step was very difficult for me during my weight loss journey. I could repeat the process of going to work every day or watching the same television show every week. My successful process was eating every 3 hours, working out consistently, saying no to desserts, drinking a gallon of water, and meal prepping every Sunday. It was my responsibility to repeat this process over and over again until I got results. At this point, you may be asking yourself exactly how I learned how to repeat the process to lose over 100 pounds. I believe I developed a slightly obsessive compulsive disorder following the first 3 steps of my formula. Some may call it a disorder, but it helped keep order in my life. I made sure that planning, committing, and winning were a must. There was no other way for me to become satisfied with my day. Are you obsessed with something that must be done a particular kind of way? My wife's OCD is about seasonings and how each label must be facing the front of the cabinet. When we first met, I often joked about it. I would play games with her and turn the seasoning bottles the opposite way. She would panic and lose her mind when she saw the labels facing the wrong way. The funny thing is that I am the same way with my meal prep, exercise, and other things that help me to stay healthy. If I don't eat my meals on time, I get upset. If I don't go to the gym and exercise at least one time during the week, I feel myself getting cranky. I remember at times that my mother became upset because I brought my own healthy food to her house to eat instead of eating the food she cooked. Please don't get me wrong and think I am recommending that you become over compulsive in your weight loss journey. I'm simply saying that you must create an obsession or strong desire to follow your plan and execute it every day. Of course, there will be times you will make bad decisions or miss a few days of working out. Once you get upset because you know you hold yourself to a high standard, then that is when you know your desire to lose weight is growing. You must hold yourself to a high standard because it takes a high level of productivity to get to your goal. So many of my previous clients either executed only half of the workout or ate only 2 meals a day instead of eating every 3 hours. Then they will say to me, well, at least I've done something. Have you made this statement before? I know I've said this to myself when I started my weight loss journey. Imagine you are an owner of a company. Of course, you hold high standards for your employees and yourself. One of your employees come in an hour late, and his response to you is, at least I made it in today. I'm sure as an owner, you would not find that comment to be acceptable. Imagine you were a teacher and one of your students turned in a 5-page research paper. You have stated to the class and wrote on a syllabus that the paper must be at least 10 pages long. He hands you the paper and responds with, at least I've done something. If we don't accept those standards from others, then why should we accept those standards for ourselves? The secret to getting to your fitness goals relies on the strength of your will and determination to repeat the process it takes to win. You need to repeat the process of getting back on a treadmill after being on it the past 4 weeks. You need to repeat the process of waking up in the morning to go to the gym even though it's raining outside. The process is part of the grind, and we must repeat the grind over and over again. Remember, we repeated the process to eat the unhealthy food and lay on the couch day in and day out. We also repeated the process of consistently giving up. This time, with your attempt to reach your goals, you will make the journey your desire and train yourself to become in love with the formula. The formula to plan, commit, win, and repeat is your playbook to win every day, week, and month. Journaling. Number 1, why is it hard for you to keep your focus and repeat your plan? Number 2, if you notice your focus is declining, what will you do to get back on track?